It's Mike, the wrestling guy. I'm making a video real quick about Smackdown because I saw it last night and I liked it. I like how Becky. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is how Becky Lynch is doing a heel persona, she's becoming the women's champion that we all needed. Meaning, if things were different, like I expected Asuka to be that champion, and I'm kind of changing my mind about it. I think that right now things changing. I'm hoping for next year with the Dynamite. I'm hoping if they do give us a little, I'm hoping that he becomes a Dynamite champion and they use him properly because I realized something you know, I realized as the years go on, WWE gets so convoluted to the point where on Raw it's just the heel, Raw and SmackDown is doing whatever Raw does, SmackDown seems to do better. Case for pain that I just kind of feel as it keeps going on, they're going into the new era thing. It's what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? And now that John Cena's kind of going, trying to be biased either. I just think right now the way SmackDown and NXT are going, they're actually trying to give their wrestlers decent storylines, and I just feel like with Raw, like I said in my Raw review, I just feel like Raw was a joke. I felt like I've been watching Raw for 15 years, and I've seen everything, all the matches, and it never felt like I felt like right now, where it felt like a giant joke, and it felt like there was no singular vision, and I feel like Vince just changed everything at the last minute because Roman is gone, and it's without that top star, there never will be a new Universal Champion, because it's like Brock will show up and do what he does, and then he'll just no show. And that's the thing that gets me kind of mad. It's are you really leaving? Are you really staying on Raw? Or are you going to go to UFC? And I'm going to take a thing from Joe Rogan and said that UFC is kind of good for Brock, but it's not really good for him because he's going to just keep sitting around. I feel like he's just sitting around doing nothing. Just sitting around doing nothing. You're training, but you're not putting that title up. You're not giving that title. You're not even thinking about trying to defend it. And we have a guy who's a no-show, and it's ridiculous. SmackDown, on the other hand, has Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan will actually fight and show up with a title shot and fight for the title. Rather than give a Brock, he could have did a Brock Lesnar and just never showed and just kept defending and just came in for a paycheck, but he didn't want to do that. And I think at that point, they don't know what to give him. They don't know what to give Brock. And I'm like, you know what? Vince should have cut his losses and told, Brock's to hit the bricks and just told him, listen, if you don't defend that title, you're fired. You don't need the money. The money you're barely getting anything from WWE. You're probably getting maybe $250,000. Seth is probably getting $200,000 a day. And that's the thing. I don't get it. I don't understand, SmackDown, it's just, SmackDown last night was equivalent to Raw. It was not a dumpster fire. It was It was a better match. It was a better ideal. It was a better thing that was going on. Paige and Shane are actually doing their jobs as co-general managers, and they're not sitting around. And that was bro. When I watched it, I'm like, what are they doing? And the thing is, they get Lars Sullivan. They're gonna lose another hot free agent. Like, Lars Sullivan is the big piece of the puzzle that SmackDown needs. If they get him, it's good. If they get him, it's all right. They can make him a champion. They can give him a shot. They can give him against Rusev and just let him draw him out or something, or just give him against the Bar and put him against like a bigger guy. Like if Braun Strowman went to Raw, if the SmackDown, and I think about it, he probably would have been. He probably would have been a champ. He probably would have been a champion already. And that's what I think they're misusing him. And I think he's gonna get tired, and he's gonna get tired of asking for title shots. He's gonna get tired. He's gonna say, listen, if I don't get my title shot, I'm going to SmackDown. If they get him, SmackDown can handle him, and I think they can give him enough competition. And that was the real problem. They don't know what to give Braun because he has no competition. And Brock Lesnar's the biggest dude in there, the biggest dog in the in the park right now. They just don't know. It's like specifically they'll try to do so much with them, and it's like, and that's why I kind of think that Swill 5 is the only thing making the money. Raw having their own pay-per-view doesn't make any sense because they're not really making money. Having a dual brand pay-per-view is cool because at least SmackDown puts their match on the line and does whatever they can. And I really kind of want to see a future match. That I'm hoping it'll work this year or not. And that's my thought to it. I really think that there should be a future match involved with Lars Sullivan. And I just think that with WrestleMania being the way it is right now, and I know NXT is going to give them more call-ups and they're going to get that draft, and it's going to hit them. And what's going to end up hitting them is that they're going to get people. Either Raw's going to go after Shayna Baszler and try to give her a woman's title shot, but I think she'd rather be on SmackDown. That's my thought. Because I do want to see a Shayna Baszler versus Asuka thing, because I want to see if Asuka can really beat Shayna. And if she beats her, it's just going to be ridiculous. Not even for the NXT win his title, which she doesn't even need. And she'll dominate, and I've seen her do it. And you know what? That's a match I want to see. And I actually have a question for people who are watching my videos. Like I said, do you guys have any questions? Like, I'm wondering, what do you guys think SmackDown's going to be next year? I think it might be on the A show, because Raw just seems so done. It just seems like it just seems like it feels like a group. It just feels like there's nothing left. There's literally nothing left anymore. And I'm just like, you know what, with Raw, the way they've been going with Baron Corbin and giving him this general manager thing, which is fine. But there's no way the only way he's gonna get the general manager position is if he wins he's gonna win by a dumb tactic. Like, he's gonna get Drew and Bobby to interfere and Ziggler to interfere. And then Elias is probably going to get some retribution at TLC. That's why I think he didn't do it last Monday. He didn't do it on Monday. There's something in the works there what they're probably going to do with it. And I'm just like, you know what? To a point, and I really think they should try to make more money. And this is what SmackDown, and this is what I think what SmackDown should do, and try to build up their tag division as well, because I think the way they're building the tag division is really good. And it's not just like they're gonna have a couple of teams that might, if they can get more people, like if they can get Matt Riddle, 'cause I think he would be a good U.S. champion, because I think him being on NXT, he's gonna get, like, that's the thing, he's gonna get tired of winning. And that's the thing with Keith Lee when I saw NXT last night, and I'm gonna do a review on that as well once I'm done with this video. Is that he's gonna get tired of being on NXT. He's gonna get tired of trying to get this one big push, and that's what he needs right now. That's what kind of everybody on SmackDown needs, which is they're elevating it in the rivalries, right, and getting elevated like Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. Like he even said that I'm gonna fight him, I'm gonna make him pay at TLC, which is good. But I think Dean should have been on there. Dean should have been on SmackDown to elevate the rivalry, because to elevate that rivalry, them being on the same brand doesn't really work. Because that way Dean can he can invade Raw, he can go after Seth, he can just tell him like I'm on SmackDown, but I'll still come after your title. That means he can bring back the Intercontinental title. So that means Raw would just have the tag team titles. They would just have the tag team titles, the women's title, and the Universal title. So there's only 3 titles they would have. So if they keep bringing them, that's the thing. And all they have to do is to kind of steal, and I would think, if you steal, say if you steal the AOP, steal AOP, the Revival, build up the tag division, you steal them, they'll get more, now that I think about it, they'll get more for the tag division. That means the Bar can get that match back, that Retribution match. AOP can actually be a physical dominating tag team. And then the thing is, the Bar, they're gonna, because I think there should be dual tag team championships, but I really think there should be a unification, like a double, like a double tag team, championship kind of thing. Because if you're on Raw and you get the US title and you bring it to Raw, you bring it to SmackDown, there should be title unification. Like, that's the only reason that the US title's on SmackDown. I'm thinking about it. The European champion became the Intercontinental champion. Like, that's what I kind of feel like they should have did. And I feel like Vince doesn't really know what's best for business, and I kind of think that Stephanie or Triple H don't know. Because if they can, that's the thing, Shane is going to do something uncouth in the draft, which he's going to steal AOP from them, to the point where they can get that run back for Sheamus and Cesaro. Because Sheamus and Cesaro, they want that rematch. I know they do, and that's what they're going to get. Because they should do it on SmackDown. They should give them that retribution. And the thing is, Dolph, like, him being on Raw is fine, but there's no point really, because Seth could just go to SmackDown and just be a dominant tag team without even being a dominant champion, without even being on Raw. And I think that's kind of a really better thing. And that's why I think Finn should go to SmackDown instead of being on Raw, because he's not getting the push that he needs. And I kind of feel like they're just using him kind of like a mid-carder. And that's the thing that's why I think Shane should have took Finn, because I think if Finn got taken to SmackDown, he probably would have already had a Universal title, or he would have had a WWE title shot, and he would have won. Because there's just something that there's just something that they're actually gonna probably do. And I think Paige and Shane should really try to do that and try to steal their talent. Because if they can steal them, that means they can steal people from NXT. That means they can bring the UK, the UK title to, and that's what I think SmackDown should really be thinking about. Not just bringing talent from the other brands, but making SmackDown a big brand. That's the only way they're gonna win. Like, they should be taking guys, like, they should be taking dudes from 205 Live and making 205 Live a SmackDown show instead of a Raw. Because that's what that should be the main focus. To take the crew, that's what you need SmackDown to be. That's how SmackDown got the ratings in the Ruthless Aggression War, because they had John Cena, and they basically made the show. It was provocative, but it was cool. And that's what you need. You need provocative, you need cool, you need stuff. And that was the thing. And the only thing that they're really trying to do is they bring UK guys. They bring the UK guys. That means the UK title can be on Pete Dunne. That means they can bring Only White. They can bring Lurch and Organ and Birch, and they can bring them in. That means that they can win number one and number two. They can bring those guys in. And then they can bring Undisputed Era, and that means that'll make the tag division even better, because their tag styles are different. So that basically they need to get a SmackDown title shot. They would be on SmackDown. They would be able to bring them. Roderick Strong will probably be US champion at the time. He probably would be US champion or WWE champion. And like, that's my thing. They're not bringing guys in enough. They're not making the brand feel like a brand. That's what SmackDown is making it feel. It feels like a land of opportunity. Like, anybody can be a champion. Raw doesn't make you feel like that. You only get one title shot, which is the Intercontinental Champion. That's why New Day is on SmackDown. That's why New Day is not going back to Raw. They don't want to be on Raw. They probably don't even want to be on Raw, because there's not enough tag division, tag team, and the Raw tag division sucks. Like, and that's the realism. Like, if they could just take, and I'm being serious, if they can just take, like I said, if they can just take AOP, then take the Revival, and then what you do, and you put Undisputed Era in there, because you bring them in. So they would basically be a dominant faction, but they can bring people in. That means they could take the Revival and make them join, because they'll get sick and tired of just being a tag team. Then Gargano can come in there, and Ciampa can come in there, because that'll bring them in there. So that'll be good on the singles competitor. That means all the titles will be up for grabs. And that way, Raw would never, like, the ratings would be off the roof, because SmackDown has a bunch of people that they got from NXT that's been there for years and years. And you get the Velveteen Dream, you bring him on SmackDown. And that's what you do. You bring people that are gonna give you ratings. You get Shayna Baszler, that builds up the women's division. That builds it up. That gives Asuka a fight. That gives Kairi, that gets them in there. You get them to get that rivalry, you get that pop going. Because there's gonna be a bunch of people wanting to be champion. That means it wouldn't be an oversaturated brand, because all the titles would be there. Plus, they can also institute the North American Championship. They could. They can institute it. Because NXT wouldn't really care if they brought the belt there. That's what you're supposed to do in the first place. That's what they let them do when they were doing the Superstar Shakeup. They would just institute that brand. So basically, they could just make they can make the SmackDown North American Championship. And that still would be a better belt. See, and I thought about it. Like, if they had all those guys, Raw would not be able to really bounce back, because all the talent they could have got, meaning that they're probably going to wait until the draft to get old Velveteen Dream. But I don't really want him on Raw, because they're going to misuse him. I don't want him on Raw. And I'd rather have him, to be honest,